We are live. We're live. We're live on Facebook and we're live on Instagram.
Hey everybody, welcome.
Welcome. So today is Wednesday and we are going to be talking about efficient meal prepping with the one and only registered dietitian, food extraordinaire, food wizard, Deidre McGannon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So today, just a little agenda. We're just going to talk about easy ways to meal prep. Morgan's really excited to hear your tips.
Hey Morgan.
So we're just going to talk about efficient ways to meal prep in these crazy times. It's really, really important for us to make sure that we're getting the right
Nutrients?
That's the word. To get those, and sometimes it's hard and we get all over the place, and yeah. So, take it away. Take it away.
Yeah, okay, so I have to confess, I'm not a huge meal prepper, but this quarantine thing has made me much more of a meal prepper. So hopefully I can share some of the things that we're doing at home with you guys and just kind of maybe motivate you to just stay on track with your nutrition. So one of the things that we've been doing at home, my daughter Morgan and I, she's very inspirational to me and she's really helped me with this because she is a meal prepper, is we sit down and we put a list together of all the dinners that we want to make in the next few weeks. And we don't have to make them all, we're just kind of brainstorming like what sounds good. And I think it's super important, step one, is to have a plan. So I would encourage you to maybe kind of just do something like that. Make a list of the foods that, the meals that you like, maybe just you know, maybe things you even haven't even tried, but just things that you sound good to you. So put a list together and try to keep it simple too.
So plan. So we want to plan that we're meal prepping. We want to plan a time that you're going to meal prep. So set aside a day and a time that you want to do this, because if you say, oh, I'm going to meal prep sometime this week, the odds are you're not going to do it. So you need to set a schedule. So every Tuesday or every Saturday or whatever day that is that works best for you is to make sure you set a time and a date and make the plan for that.
Yeah, definitely. So for example, let's say you want to have Sunday be your meal prep day. I would say then don't shop on Sunday. Shop maybe on Saturday and get all the ingredients that you want to get to make those meals on Sunday. It would be way too overwhelming to try to do all of that in one day. So do that. And also make sure that you have some of these containers. Can I borrow this, Jen?
Yes. So look, guys, I meal prepped. Well, my boyfriend meal prepped. But look.
Jen brought a meal prep lunch. I did too, actually, but I ate mine. We both brought these containers. These are great. So if you're gonna go to the trouble of meal prepping, make sure you buy whatever, maybe a dozen of these little containers that you can have on hand to make these lunches or whatever, really easy and available. You just stack them up in your refrigerator and you're all set for the week.
Yeah, it's nice. Like you can set out like 6 of them and then you just fill them up, right? So it's super easy, super simple. You throw them in the fridge, you grab one, you take it, and you're off.
Okay, so that's step one, is getting the plan, being prepared, having what you need, right? That's step one. Step two is the food, right? The actual cooking and the food. So before we talk about this, I just want to mention one thing, and anyone who's already heard me talk knows I always talk about this. PFC, protein, fat, and carbohydrates. That's what you want your plate to contain. Appropriate protein, fat, and carbohydrates, because that's going to make you feel satisfied, it's going to be healthy, and it's going to be nutritious. So the first part of that, the protein part, is what I really want to focus on, because if we can get the proteins prepared in advance, the rest of it gets pretty easy. So
Morgan asked, what if I don't have time to plan?
Morgan, just be quiet. We'll talk about it later. That's my daughter.
The reality is you make time, right? Like we have lots of time right now.
Yeah, who does not have enough time right now? Oh,
well,
seriously.
Few, but most of us have time.
So let's talk about protein, right? So let's focus on protein. So what is protein? Protein can come from animal sources. Everyone thinks of protein as being meat. Yes, beef, chicken, fish, those are all great protein sources, but I know there's a wide group of people out there now too that are more on the vegan, vegetarian side, so we can include things like, if you like eggs, you can do eggs. Beans are a great source of protein. Lentils are a great source of protein. So those are the kinds of things we want to have ready to go. So let's just talk about animal protein. So how can we do this to make in bulk and have it ready? We can cook a whole chicken in the crock pot or the oven. We did talk about that last time, and there's multiple uses for that. You could do that with, sandwich wraps or tacos, or shred it into a salad, or shred it into a pasta. Any of those would work. And you can do it with steaks. You can have your husbands get involved, or your boyfriends. You can have them cook steak on the grill or cook burgers on the grill in bulk and have that prepared for the week. You could do meatballs and have lots of meatballs to serve as meals during the week as well.
So pick a protein first.
Pick a protein.
Make the protein, put it in your thing, and then if you want a variety, then in each little cubby hole of your plastic Tupperware, add something different. Because I know I get really bored with specific things. So like say for example, we'll say week 1 is chicken. Cool, grab it, put chicken in the big spot. And then in each one you could do rice, or you could do pasta, or you just switch it up so it's not completely the same, but pick one protein, make it easy, and then you can play with the other things.
Yeah, I love that. You could do hard-boiled eggs. You could do a breakfast casserole with the eggs. You could do the little breakfast muffins, and you can bring those. Even that would be a great breakfast, or even a lunch if you're going to work. Those would be good options for the eggs. You could do make it really easy and do the canned tuna, canned salmon, they have canned chicken now. Those are all really great, very, very easy, very quick options as well.
Okay, so we have protein. Pick a protein. That can be a meat protein, it can be a non-meat protein, it can be beans, whatever you want for your protein. And then pick so P, we have the protein. Then we have the C.
C is carbs.
Carbs. So pick your carbs, whatever carbs that is. So give them a list of 5 healthy carbs. Go. 1.
Okay, so, all right.
Go.
There's lots of carbs.
Just give me
carbs.
5.
Okay, so their carbs are fruits and vegetables and grains, right?
Okay, give us grainy carbs.
So grainy carbs.
5 healthy grainy carbs.
Okay. So we could do oats. You could do make ahead oats. I think we talked about that last time. Cooking it in the crock pot overnight is one way to do that. You could do rice. You could do a big thing of brown rice or white rice and use that in numerous ways.
Okay.
Quinoa is another good one. Quinoa is a good grain to use as well. And then moving into maybe some of the root vegetables, which are great carbs that really hold up well if you pre-cook them. That would be things like carrots and beets and potatoes and sweet potatoes. Those are great.
One more.
Fruits.
Is that a carb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fruits, vegetables, and grains are all considered carbs.
Okay, so give us a healthy fruit carb.
Any of the berries are the best. Berries are really by far the best fruit stuff. So those are all really great carbs. So I want to just talk a little bit about how to prepare those. So, everyone's busyness is different, and some people get a little overwhelmed in the kitchen. There's absolutely nothing wrong with buying pre-cut vegetables, pre-cut fruits, the salad bags that are all ready to go. Those are all really great options as well. So you don't have to feel like you have to take everything home and cook everything, and it's gonna be overwhelming. So I often will use those like bagged cabbage, as a starter, and then I'll make like a coleslaw from that. So the other salads, the chopped greens are great, and then you've already got the shredded chicken or maybe strips of your steak or something like that to throw on top. So those are all really good options too. You don't have to cut everything up yourself.
Okay, so we have the P, protein, we have the C, the carbs. What's the F?
F is fat. So healthy fats. And that's just like if we're looking at a plate, I don't want to make it too complicated. Just using quality oils, butter, quality mayonnaise. I really like Chosen Foods mayonnaise. They use avocado oil instead of like the cheap, what's that stuff, Best Foods, that has canola oil in it. Stay away from that. You want to use a good quality Sir Kensington or Chosen Foods are good mayonnaise brands. Making your own salad dressing, that's another really great option because most of the purchased salad dressings are loaded with junk. So we want to just use quality olive oil, a citrus or a balsamic, a squeeze of lemon, a squeeze of orange, and a little salt. That's all you really need for a great salad dressing that's very nutritious.
Probably not going to make my own salad dressing, but it's a good idea.
It's really easy. You can make a big jar and you're done for the week.
That's true. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Make a plan. Pick a day, pick a time. Get your containers, put them aside. Wait, go back, I'm reading your notes. Pick a container and then pick your protein and then create your meals around that protein and make sure that you have the healthy carbs that we talked about and then use healthy fats to make those meals.
Yes.
What's the butter that you turned me on to that I absolutely love? Carrington?
Kerrygold butter?
Kerrygold butter.
From grass-fed cows.
Really,
oh, so delicious.
It's really good.
Oh my gosh. Everything. Just put it on everything. It's so good for you. Also, another idea is the smoothie packs. And putting together, like ahead of time, your fruits and your vegetables in a little packet, and just having that dumping that into the blender with some good fat, and maybe just the liquid can be either a nut milk or even water is fine as well, and then adding some fiber, maybe some chia or flax or hemp or some kind of seed to help keep our digestive tract running cleanly. That's a really easy tip as well. We do that probably 3 or 4 mornings in my house every week.
So these meal prepping ideas that we talked about are really great for lunch and dinner, right? You can prep these either or. Breakfast, though, we talked about before a little bit, is doing the steel cut oats, making them the night before in the crock pot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And having that so it's ready for the morning. You can buy or make a large amount.
Mm-hmm.
Any other breakfast ideas in terms of prepping, like those little quiche things?
Yeah, that's what we said. The
Yeah.
breakfast you could do. Well, you could make like a whole, like a pan of like a casserole, like an egg casserole, and then eat that several days during the week. Or you could do, like you said, the mini muffins. You could just make the eggs with cheese and some vegetables, blend that up, and just put it in the little cups. And then that's super easy. Kids love it because they're little, and you can bite into that. So having those prepped is really helpful as well.
Little egg bites. And what about snacks? So I know for me, like if I'm snacking in the middle of the day and I'm hungry, I grab things that I shouldn't grab.
Uh-oh.
So, do you have any suggestions on how to meal prep a snack?
I do. First of all, if we do this PFC thing where you're eating protein, fat, and carbohydrates at your meals, the need to snack goes way down. And the reason why we get hungry is because we're not feeling satisfied. Our blood sugar gets low and sends a message to the brain, and it says, give me something quick. And what do you want? You want a candy bar or something like chips or some kind of carbs, because your blood sugar is low, and again, your body is smart. It's not that you're feeling weak and you have to have a candy bar. It's really your brain telling you that's what I want right now.
Yeah.
So we want to stay away from that, and that's why I really emphasize the PFC eating, because when you eat adequate protein, which is very satiating, and some fat, and then the good carbs, it really helps balance your blood sugar and keeps you satisfied for that 4 to 5 hours between your meals. However, sometimes people do get hungry for a snack.
I eat a lot.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's fine. So we want to choose a good healthy snack. So what are good healthy snacks? Hard-boiled eggs are a good snack. Maybe an avocado. I was just talking to this guy. We were trying to get more probiotics in his diet, and he loves avocados. And I said, take an avocado, take out that big pit, and put a little dollop of sour cream sauerkraut, because it's rich in those probiotics.
I'm out.
Okay, well.
Might work for him, but I'm out.
Okay, just eat the avocado then. But anyway, avocados are very satisfying. Nut butters are a great snack. Sometimes I'll just take a scoop of nut butter. You can put a little dark chocolate on there too if you want.
Ooh.
That's a really great snack too.
Yeah.
Beef jerky is a great snack. Olives are a great snack. Olives are very high in fat and very satisfying. Of course, nuts are a great snack as well. Hummus with maybe some carrots or celery or something like that. But just trying to keep it clean, staying away from like all the bars and the processed foods and the crackers and the chips and the cookies. None of that is really helping you. Also, you could do the little power balls, the energy balls.
That's a good idea.
There's lots of recipes online for those. They're usually made with like maybe oats and nut butters and maybe some chocolate chips or whatever you like. You can be really creative and make them, kind of customize them to your preferences.
I love that. So I feel like we've hit all 3 meals and snacks.
Yep.
What else would you like to add to this?
I guess the last thing is, there's just so much to say. But, when you're doing food prepping, your meat, once you cook it, you really should eat your meat within 3 or 4 days. So you don't really want to cook on Sunday and be eating it on Friday, right? You want to have finished pretty much by Thursday. So, when Thursday rolls around and you've got some little bits of whatever left, think about throwing things together. Think about throwing it together, like maybe making a pot of chili with the leftover beans and whatever meat is left. You can throw that all in. You can even put a little quinoa on top of that. Pastas, I think I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago about how we always do kind of like, I call it whatever's left in the refrigerator pasta. I can't think of what I really call it, but it's something like that. What do I call it?
I don't know. Where's Morgan when you need her?
Morgan, what do I call it? That pasta, it's just basically kitchen sink pasta, I think is what I call it.
That works.
Anyway, just kind of like whatever's left, all the greens that are left, I don't want them to go bad. I want to throw all that together and make a pasta with the meats and whatever vegetables are left. So just try to get like a little more creative about what's in there and try to think about how you can put them all together and make something yummy. And maybe just, watching Chopped or Chopped Junior. We do that a lot right
fun.
now.
Yeah.
Chopped Junior is so fun because it's the kids that are doing it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Chopped for Dummies. So it's really, and I'm one of those people, I like it because it's like usable ingredients and they can do something. These kids are so impressive. So that's always helpful too, just to get inspired.
Yeah, make it fun.
So hopefully that was helpful. I know we didn't talk specifically about recipes. I did that intentionally because I'm trying to keep it really simple. There's loads of recipes online. We do have a few attachments. I have a quick tip. Oh, you probably can't really see it, but it's a tip sheet that we're going to attach to this, as well as Fujicate put out a sheet pan dinner ideas, where maybe later in the week, that Thursday or Friday when the meat's all gone, you could do just a sheet pan dinner with some protein and put some vegetables on there and good oil, and it's just really easy and simple. Again, I'm just trying to keep everything super simple for you guys because, when I give you a complicated recipe, or when I look at a complicated recipe, I kind of check out.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to send them and we can try to, answer those
them.
questions.
So we're gonna post the links below, access to what she's posting. If you are a member of United Medical Fitness, you get a bonus. We're gonna give you a 5-day meal plan, essentially. So 5 days of complete meal planning to tell you exactly what you should be eating in those meals. If you're not a member yet and you want to join and become a member, message me. You'll have access to that meal plan. If you don't want to become a member and you just want to buy the meal plan, you can message me as well. But it's really nice. It's whole. It's what'd you say it was?
Whole
It's
real foods,
Whole
clean
real
eating.
Foods, clean eating. So 5 days, and you could take that 5 days and repeat it over and over again if you wanted to. So we have that available to you as a bonus. If you have questions or any other topics that you want to hear about from the Food Wizard, let us know. Message me below or write a comment. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from hearing this information. We're all sitting at home. I know we all need great and new ways to, eat healthier and be healthier, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Health is key.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, have a great day, guys, and we will see you again with a new topic. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll get there. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Hold on.
What did you think?
It wasn't ended yet.
Oh, was it?